Yes guys, welcome to my first proper YouTube video. It's been a long time coming. I've been thinking about doing this for a couple of years, like since I started making short form content on Instagram and TikTok. I really wanted to be doing this at the same time, but I just didn't have the capacity. And I've made some changes at the start of this year to give myself a bit more time to do this style of content, because I just think it really gives me a lot more space to articulate myself and explain to you guys the way I approach my life, and hopefully within it there might be some value for you too, so you can also kind of find that balance between the things you love doing, the things that are good for you, the things that are maybe not so good for you but you do enjoy doing, and everything in between. We're starting here in Berlin. Why am I here this weekend? Well, we originally came for two reasons. One, because Whitney's doing some work here, and two is because our friends have got a really big gig. They're closing Berghain this Sunday night, so we're going to go and see them play. But then coincidentally, On have also got a new campaign out this week. They're running some events, so we're going to go to that this morning. This place called Anti-Berlin. It looks like a super nicely designed, sort of minimal movement and sound and well-being space, and by chance On have got their events happening there, so I'm going to go there this morning.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Soft Run of today, brought to you by On in collaboration with Anti.
Relax. Be relaxing.
Thanks for being in my vlog, babe. My debut
okay.
vlog.
Someone's gonna do it.
I'm gonna go back now, do some work. I'll go for my trim and not walk into this woman. And we live down here.
Yeah.
And then I've got my
Can you hold this,
my
please?
international panel talk, which I'm feeling underprepared and nervous for. But it'll be fine. It's on a topic that I have plenty to say about.
What's your favourite thing about Berlin?
The fact I met you here. So for me, it's a city of love.
The city of love.
City of love. Nah, it's got everything. It's the place where I met you. It's the place where I've had some of the best nights out or days out of my life. It's the place where Tempelhof, the airfield, exists, which is my favourite place to run. Things happen here. Things are possible here. Guys, ready for the big reveal? Fresh.
Within both these contexts, I'm always trying to encourage men to soften. I think there's a lot of big culture for men of trying to be hard and tough, and I think there is definitely some value in that for like achieving things, but I think it also misses some really important things about stillness and about slowing down and about paying attention to what's important. Good morning. Back in my morning seat, having a tea. Last night was good. The panel went really well. The other people on the panel were really nice, as were the people hosting, so it kind of created like a nice energy on the sofa for us all to just have a bit of a conversation. All about this new campaign On's doing called Soft Wins, which is essentially about self-care and, you know, being kind to yourself and not always being tough and hard and going after, you know, the really challenging things in life. And I think it's always about that balance between the two. I think it's really important to have goals that are like maybe just a bit out of reach. You've got to really strive to do, and you've got to push yourself to do things, and you've got to have discipline to get up and go every day and move forwards in a positive direction. However, I think hustle culture, and especially for men, there's a lot of the kind of guys that are celebrated in male fitness culture in particular are all about being hard, being tough, doing things day after day, waking up at 4 a.m, doing mad morning routines and so on. And there might be a time in your life when that's what you need to do to get to where you want to get to. But I think it also omits a lot of the important things in life, like stillness, feeling, spending time with loved ones, or where you're slowing down, you know. It's instead of kind of trying to squeeze in quality time with your partner, you know, just before, an hour before you go to bed or whatever it might be, you know, sometimes like this morning, staying in bed for a couple of hours and not getting up and on the grind straight away. Whitney and I just had a really nice chilled morning today. Yesterday was a work day. And so it was like, yeah, we just need to have like a soft morning and chill out for a bit, and it's all right, you know. As you guys know from me, it's all about balancing a bit of both, not being too much at one extreme, and just living your life how you feel like you want to live it authentically to you in a way that works for you, and not feeling the pressure of all the things you see online of other people and how they live their lives, and feeling like, oh, you should be doing what they're doing, you know. Find your own path, for sure. Today's a good day though. Today is time to dance, time to party. I've literally been thinking about this day for weeks, months, since our friends Tash and Steffi, whose DJ name's Blasher Alec, they said they were going to be able to close Berghain, so it's a big deal. We came to watch them play when they had their first gig there, and they've just been smashing it, absolutely smashing it, playing all over the world now. Set doesn't start till midnight tonight, Sunday night, and we're trying to like work out what time we're going to go, if we want to go and have like most of Sunday day there and then see them, but we kind of want to make it to the end of their set and sort of be there for the full experience. It's going to be great. But until then, just going to really take it easy. Like, I've worked super hard recently and just want to have the day off essentially. I'm just going to read a book, relax here, do a gym session. I haven't showed you guys the gym yet. Yeah, I'll show you guys the gym. The gym is nice. So I actually ended up just training what I felt my body needed, which was some overall mobility stuff, just get blood flowing, stretch out tight muscles, especially calves, hamstrings, hips, and then some core work. I'm gonna go get ready with Whitney now, and then we're gonna head to the club a bit later than we were hoping. It's actually already dark now, but I guess that sums me up really. Like, I wanted to get a session in. I could have skipped it and gone to the club earlier, but I really, wanted to just get it in for myself, for my body, for my mind. And now I can go just have fun and know that I've done the hard work, you know. So it's just how I like to approach things. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. And yeah, this works for me. I wasn't really sure if I was going to share this with you guys, but it being my first ever YouTube video, but I want to come on here sharing the realness of my life, I suppose. And I was just making some food before I got dressed to go out, and I just was watching TikTok, and this video came on of a man whose wife died 4 weeks after they'd got married, and she'd had cancer. And it was his, eulogy at the funeral, and it just set me off and triggered so many similar feelings that he was describing in his speech that I also have been through a lot of since my dad died, you know, quite a long time ago now, I think 8 years. But the feelings are still so raw, and the pain is still so present inside me. And I just let go fully and ended up just sobbing on the floor, to be honest. Not so cute, but when I'm in those moments, I'm sort of like, you kind of I feel like I have a choice. I can either stop, turn the video off, get back to what I'm doing, or I can sort of allow the feelings to come through. As hard as it is, I think allowing the feelings to come is always the best way, because on the other side of that is always some sense of, I suppose, relief to an extent, but also just feeling closer to, in this case, closer to my dad and closer to the love that I felt. And by processing the pain, it allows the kind of pain to dissolve a bit. I can get back to feeling the warmth of him. But yeah, this I may or may not include this in the video, but this is what I got up to this evening before I went out to the party.
So we've had more than a couple hours sleep. We've had some sleep. We were saying earlier, you have like chapters to your night.
Yeah.
Like you have side quests. You have, you know, an hour and a half where you're in the same spot on the dance floor and you go on a little musical journey and
then you have an hour and a half where you're just kind of like going on different side quests.
Yeah.
Doing one thing from the next.
Yeah, our friends Tash and Steffi were playing, and then your friend Jesse was also playing, and I got to meet him, which was nice. And I've wanted to see him play for a while. It was a great night. 10 out of 10. Feel pretty good today. I had 3 smoothies in total in the club, 1 iced coffee.
Did you have ice cream?
Oh yeah, 1 ice cream.
Yeah, if you're in Berghain, definitely go to the ice cream bar.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for the novelty of it.
And get the breakfast smoothie because it's a bit more lumpy and it feels a bit more like food, you know? It's got oats in it. And yeah, if you need an energy boost, it's very good. But we're having a day off.
Yeah, we're going to the spa.
We're going to the spa.
It's a beautiful sauna spa
When
called Vabali.
As a British person coming here, when you first come, it takes a few seconds to get used to because, as they describe on the front gate, it's textile free. So the clothes will be coming off. But it's actually so nice and
Not weird at all.
Yeah, it's not weird at all. They've got an amazing restaurant, and
That's where we're going right now.
it's really good. Well, I feel like a new man. It's my final morning in Berlin. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of what I would like to have shown you guys, so I'm definitely going to come back later this year and do it again. But thank you for being here, guys, if you've made it this far in the video. Really appreciate your attention, and I hope I've offered you a nice watch. I'm just super excited to keep doing these, get better at doing them, and yeah, just see where I can take this channel. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.